This is a video recording of my Kubernetes HomeLab setup. So I want to set up a Kubernetes cluster with MicroK8s, and I want to deploy a website, something like this. So this is a demo currently running in my HomeLab. I want to deploy a new one, maybe with something like MicroK8s, a DevOps beginner site. Same as before, I'll create a VM for this cluster. So I'm gonna use multipass to launch a VM with name a beginner, 4 CPUs, 8 gigabytes of memory, 16 gigabytes of disk. So MicroK8s. So MicroK8s is similar to Minikube. It's another easy and small Kubernetes cluster. Maybe it's gonna be a bit easier than Minikube. If you remember what we did in Minikube, we start from a VM, we install a Minikube binary, then we have to install uh, Docker, kubectl, and Helm, all the tools. But actually, we don't need to do the same thing for MicroK8s because there will be a lot of embedded tools or add-ons. You can see this is a new VM. Let's install the MicroK8s. I'll pause the video since it's gonna take a few minutes. It's kind of like it took me like 3 minutes for the installation, but we have to make sure that it is ready. We need. So we want to make sure this current user, belongs to this MicroK8s group. We can see it is running. If you have watched the video of Minikube I made before, so we have to install Docker, kubectl, and Helm, where we don't have to do it here for MicroK8s. So we can just start right away to install application. I already have the my application available as a Helm chart. I'll copy it over. I also copied a certificate file and a key file. So instead of Helm, we have to go with MicroK8s Helm. Since I've already copied the certificate and the key over to here, I'll just create a secret for certificate since I want to enable HTTPS service. But actually, this definitely this is optional. Then application install. Let's have a go. Macro 8 MicroK8s dot a DevOps beginner dot site. So we couldn't access the service now because we don't have access. We don't have access. I do have a separate Nginx server which where I use it as a load balancer. Uh, if I can have the IP address of this VM, I can configure it. Configure it here on my Nginx. Restart service. This is the service, but we still need a one more thing, which is the ingress. We enable ingress. Okay, it's working. Service up. Now you can see there is a new website has been deployed successfully to MicroK8s.a DevOps beginner.site. There are also some other add-ons that we can use. For example, this dashboard. We can start enable this dashboard very quick. The dashboard is running, and we have this token for login. If we go to one oh four four three this part, don't worry since we don't have this certificate for it. We can use this token to log in. But anyway, this is how I manage the MicroK8s Kubernetes cluster. You can see it is very easy and small. If I have to compare those things, if I have compared this to to Minikube, you can see that in terms of public access, I would go MicroK8s because I did set up a Minikube tunnel to make it public accessible. And in terms of binaries, like installation of Docker, kubectl, helm, I'll go with MicroK8s because they are all add-ons. Embedded commands, I don't have to install the binary by myself. Also, similar for other add-ons like ingress and dashboard. There are a lot you can use. I'll go with MicroK8s. But if you want to play some production like environment, if you want to play the ingress by yourself, and it will be more production like, then the Minikube is still a good choice. Anyway, that's how I manage MicroK8s Kubernetes cluster.